Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Body Mind Healing. My name is Maria Sanchez. I am the author of the book Through the Storm, and my background is in holistic health, family practice, psychiatry, mental health, and a doctor of nursing practice. The case for today is bulimia nervosa, medical, spiritual, and biodecoding perspectives. From the medical perspective, bulimia nervosa is an eating disorder characterized by repeated episodes in which a person consumes an excessive amount of food within a relatively short period of time and feels unable or has difficulty stopping. This is often accompanied by an intense concern with weight, body image, and self-perception, which can lead to compensatory behaviors such as self-induced vomiting, fasting, excessive exercise, or the inappropriate use of laxatives or diuretics. Repeated engagement in these behaviors can lead to dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, dental damage, gastrointestinal problems, and in severe cases, abnormal heart rhythms. Medical care includes monitoring physical health, nutritional support, psychotherapy, and in certain cases, medication. This perspective helps identify and treat the physical and psychological consequences of the disorder, although by itself it does not necessarily answer the more intimate questions a person might have about the meaning behind their eating disorder. From the spiritual perspective, bulimia can be viewed as an expression of disconnection from oneself, a state in which a person has partially or profoundly lost the ability to recognize who they are beyond their body, appearance, wounds, or the expectations of the outside world. The struggle is not only with food, it also exists within their relationship with one's own being. When a person measures their worth through their physical appearance, they can forget that the body was not created to determine their value, but to allow them to experience this life. The body is the vehicle through which we feel, embrace, create, learn, and journey through our human experience. Turning it into an enemy can distance us from our own essence. From this perspective, healing means returning to oneself. It means learning to listen to the body without punishing it, acknowledging emotions without being ashamed of them, and understanding that no physical form can either grant or take away a person's intrinsic worth. Spirituality also invites us to gradually release the need for perfection. The soul does not need a perfect body to be whole. It needs a space in which it can express itself, learn, and evolve. Therefore, the spiritual path is not about controlling the body, but about reconciling with it. It is remembering that we are much more than our appearance and beginning once again to inhabit our bodies with presence, gratitude, and love. From the biodecoding perspective, bulimia is related to emotional needs, control, abandonment, and a person's earliest emotional bonds. Within this perspective, eating represents more than receiving food. It can symbolize emotional nourishment, protection, affection, and life. The impulse to consume large amounts of food can represent an attempt to fill what is emotionally experienced as lack, while the subsequent need to expel it expresses a profound contradiction. I need it, but I cannot allow it to remain within me. One of the emotional conflicts associated with bulimia from this perspective is the fear of abandonment. There can be an emotional imprint in which separation has become associated with loss. The person desires independence while simultaneously experiencing a deep fear of what might happen if they separate from someone who represents security, protection, or belonging. The maternal figure takes on particular significance within this interpretation because symbolically she represents the first source of nourishment, protection, and attachment. This does not mean that the mother is responsible for bulimia. What matters is how the person experienced and perceived that bond. They might have felt overly controlled, intruded upon, dependent, or rejected, or they might have developed a fear of losing love when attempting to separate. An inner paradox can therefore emerge. I need you, but I need to move away from you. I want to receive, but I'm afraid of what I receive. I want to be free, but I'm afraid of being abandoned. Biodecoding also associates bulimia with people who have exercised strong control over themselves, suppressing their desires, needs, or emotions. Excessive food consumption can symbolize the moment when that control breaks down and purging the attempt to regain it. Some questions that can help explore this conflict include: what do I feel is missing even though I keep trying to feel myself? Whom am I afraid to separate from? Can I receive love without feeling that I am losing my freedom? What emotions or desires do I have difficulty allowing myself to experience? What part of myself do I reject when I feel that I am losing control? From the perspective of biodecoding, healing begins when we recognize what has long been rejected or silenced. The person learns to distinguish love from dependence, protection from control, and separation from abandonment. They no longer need to live perpetually between the extremes of holding on and expelling, controlling and losing control, needing and rejecting. They can begin to discover a new possibility: to nourish oneself without guilt, receive without fear, let go without self-rejection, and learn to feel whole without having to feel oneself from the outside. If this message resonated with you, my book, Through the Storm, delves deeper into the journey of healing, faith, nervous system survival, and reconnecting with the self. You can find it on Amazon under Maria Piedad, DMP. If you like this video, like it, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.